The purpose of this video is to show you how to deal with accommodated students and give them extra time when the regular students just get the normal time. The other thing is to make sure that you keep the integrity of your term test so it doesn't get out and students do not end up posting it on places like Coursecom, as we'll see. So the first thing you have to do is you have to go to users and groups and you have to set up a group. Now you want to create a manual enroll group. And you can call it anything you like. I'm going to call it accommodated 1.5 because these are the students that I've got that have 1.5 times the time. We want to make sure the group is not visible to the students. Now the tool availability, you should take away all the tools that they would have except for possibly Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. Now once you've done that, we can come down here and say add users. Now when you add users, you can select from the list just by checking on names. It's going to pick a couple people here. Names, you're going to say submit. At this point you just have a name here, which is fine. The next thing we have to do is once we have our two groups of accommodated students, we have to go to term test 2 and we have to go in here and we have to then say edit test options. We want to add user or group. Got our two groups, so we're just going to click on our two groups at the bottom of this list and say submit. And when we do, we can say single attempt, multiple attempt, whatever. And right now it's going to auto submit, but this person has 1.5, so that's 180 minutes. This person has twice the time, so that's 240 minutes. Now, some of the other things that you should be aware of, and we mentioned this briefly the other day, you should not provide any feedback. This should be unchecked. Now, if you leave it checked, let me just show you what you're going to see. Now, if you do allow feedback, it's going to say, here's the question, and here's the answer. Here's this question with lots of feedback. Now students can easily copy and paste this onto their device for later use, and then your test is in the wind. Anybody can then do very well in your test without having to actually have studied. So this is not a good thing, so please never leave feedback enabled. Say to yourself, no, they'll never do that. Well, take a look at this. This is a website called Coursecom, and you can search it by school, and you can type in SEN, and look at that, right away Seneca College comes up. So if we click on that, then we can actually search for our particular course. So find resources. Now my course happens to be MCO 455, but type in your course code with a space and you'll see all the stuff that students posted in here, including things such as chapter quizzes, everything that you can think of, they posted in here. The students actually make money by posting this stuff. I've actually given them notes for free. They've posted it on here and made money with it, even when I had copyright on every page. Another thing you should be aware of is you should only give them questions one at a time. If you say all at once, and let's try that, when they begin, they see all of their questions, look at that, which they can easily copy and paste and again put on places like CourseHero.com. Now if you have them just do one at a time, then they're only going to see one question at a time. To see the next question, they have to go ahead. As long as you don't have it set to not do backtracking, as long as they can do backtracking, they do this. Now they can do this, but chances are psychologically, they're more likely to actually not copy and paste, but to actually just work on the test, especially if you give them just enough time to comfortably get the test done. Chances are they're not going to copy and paste, but there's no guarantee, but it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to do that.